Our story starts with Keone, a 16-year-old kid from Hawaii. Every day, Keone wakes up before sunrise, grabs his board, and heads down to the beach to catch some waves before school. Not only is Keone a great surfer, but he spends his weekends training to be a lifeguard. Being a lifeguard is the perfect mix of his love for his community and his love for the ocean. After surfing, Keone heads off to start his week at his regular public school. For 4 days a week, Keone learns all the standards-based content he needs, but he learns it in a very traditional, teacher-centered way. Then on Friday, something different happens. Instead of going to his regular public school like usual, he packs up all the learning he has done and brings it with him to his community's Moonshot Academy for his 20% time. When he gets there, he checks the list of workshops available for the day. He finds one that looks interesting and heads over to the design lab to work with a local drone expert from a company in town. The expert teaches the Moonshot students a little about the science and engineering behind drones, and then facilitates them through a design sprint for them to come up with ways UAVs could be used to improve the quality of life for people in their community. This is when Keone has a big idea. When he trains to be a lifeguard, he learns that every second counts. Depending on how far away a swimmer in distress is and how strong the currents are, it could take a long time to swim out there to help. Keone wonders if there is a way to use drones to decrease the amount of time it takes to get aid to a swimmer who needs help. So in the afternoon, he gets together with a group of community lifeguards. Together, they do another design sprint to figure out ways lifeguards could use drones and what kind of device they could deliver to swimmers in distress to help keep them afloat until the lifeguard is able to get out to them. After the sprint, he heads back to the Moonshot makerspace, where he has access to all the tools, textiles, design software, laser cutters, and 3D printers he needs to make his prototype, as well as on-staff local experts to help him build it. Once he is done building his prototype, he brings it out to the beach to test it. But things don't go as planned. It just wasn't accurate enough or quick enough to get out to the swimmer. Also a big problem was that even if he was able to get it to work, there would need to be 2 lifeguards there, one to operate the drone and one to rescue the swimmer. And Keone knew that just wasn't going to happen. Most people would just give up after failing so many times, but not Keone. At the Moonshot Academy, students are taught how to learn from their mistakes and to fail forward. This design just wasn't going to work out. He needed a breakthrough technology to make the prototype better, so he got to work. Keone decided he needed some advice from an expert, so he did a search through the global network of experts and professionals that have partnered with Moonshot Academies all around the country. He found a UAV expert in Kansas and spoke to him over video chat. The expert told him some Moonshot Academy kids in Kansas were working on ways to use UAVs and GPS technology to do 3D disaster mapping of areas hit by tornadoes. This is when Keone had another big idea. This past summer, he traveled to San Francisco to present his last project at the student-led Moonshot Summit. While there, he also attended a workshop hosted by a student from East Palo Alto named Sophia. Sophia was working with a group of Stanford graduate assistants on a cool new app. This app would allow parents to use GPS to quickly locate where their kids were, as well as get real-time health and wellness updates through the kid's smartwatch. This helped parents to make sure their child wasn't lost, sick, or in trouble. So Keone pinged Sophia to ask her to be on his Moonshot project team. She was excited to help out with such a cool idea. Now it was back to the Moonshot makerspace to build version 2.0. After a few more weeks, working with his new project team, he was ready to test another prototype. One of Keone's friends swims out into the ocean with Sophia's app loaded on his smartwatch. His friend taps the help button on his watch, and his location and vital signs are sent automatically to Keone's smartphone. Keone taps the rescue button, and the UAV roars to life. It lifts off on its own and automatically finds his friend in the water using his GPS location and gently drops the flotation device to him. This all happens in a fraction of the time it would have taken for Keone to swim out. Keone's Moonshot project is a success. This just goes to show that when students collaborate with experts, are supported by community partnerships, work together to take charge of their own education, their big ideas can become a reality. The Moonshot Academy, a school where kids don't just build moonshots, they become moonshots.